Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this is my awesome new desktop PC for gaming and 4K video editing, custom built for me from the guys at PC Specialist. So this is actually the first pre-built PC I've had, not one I've built myself, in I think like 7 or 8 years. And I have to say, these guys do a much better job at cable management than I do. Specs wise, we've got an Intel i7 8700K, an Asus ROG Maximus 10 Hero motherboard, 32 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM, an Asus ROG Strix GeForce GTX 1080 Ti graphics card, a 500 gig Samsung 960 EVO M2 SSD, with the power coming from a Corsair 850 watt RMX series modular power supply. And all that is built inside the Cooler Master Mastercase H500P gaming case. I think ideally, if money was no object, I would have had a i9 processor. That would have been much more useful for my Premiere Pro editing. And also, I guess, 64 gigs of RAM, but some of that stuff is overkill. And also gives me all the performance I need to run this 3440 by 1440 resolution monitor in games, and edit my 4K and even 4K 60 video in Premiere Pro. So this is my current setup. Obviously the new PC Specialist build is the big new addition for 2018 so far, but I've also got some pretty cool other peripherals like this Asus PG348Q ultra-wide monitor, G-Sync 100Hz, IPS, 34 inches, high res. It's a beautiful, beautiful monitor. As well as that, I've got some new Logitech G560 speakers. They sound pretty good, and like everything else right now it seems, they've also got RGB lights built in. So if you can't have enough RGB, like apparently I can't, then you might want to have a go of those. Speaking of lighting, if you've seen my Philips Hue videos, you know that I'm using a Philips Hue light strip at the back of the desk. I've also got one over there. I'm also using an Asus Claymore keyboard. I really do like this keyboard, as well as one of their Poggio mice. So I've got quite a few Asus peripherals here. I like kind of keeping the peripherals standardized so that I can control the lighting of all of it. Because one of the problems I have with, say, like a build like this is when you've got Corsair, Cooler Master, and Asus components all in one, as well as Philips Hue lighting at the back of my desk, getting all that lighting synced is almost impossible. As for the actual desk, well, this is a, I think it's a Carlby worktop. It's a kitchen worktop from IKEA, as well as a couple of white Kia drawers. I'll put links in the description. This is the pretty basic standard YouTuber setup now. I've had this for about a year, about 14 months, so definitely wasn't the first, definitely won't be the last to have this setup. But overall, I'm really happy with my setup. I do sometimes change out the peripherals, sometimes I go wireless, but then sometimes I get in the mood and have some more spare time to play games, and therefore I prefer wired keyboards to get the best gaming experience. It's interesting because the debate around build it yourself versus pre-built is, well, there's so much to think about. On the one hand, this just is easier. It's quicker. How much do you value your time? I actually really do enjoy building PCs. There's something really satisfying about buying all the components, speccing it out how you want, saving a bunch of money, and then building it yourself. But it's not easy, and it takes a lot of time. Wait, come on. We have a picture, excellent. It works. It takes me usually a full day, maybe a day and a half to build a PC, and it never looks as good as this, as one of these. So I guess you have to think about, well, what is the price difference between if you buy all the components yourself and then put it together, assuming you can and you know how, and you can make it look as good as this, versus just buying a pre-built one, which comes with a whole system warranty and returns and servicing, which you don't get as easily if you just bought individual components. And so even though I can build a PC, it was very nice just taking it out of the box and having it ready to go. And because of the high-end components they've used, it meant I could go straight into the motherboard and click the auto overclock button, which a lot of you are going to be like, oh, not auto overclocking, especially if Marcus Cole from PC Centric is watching this. He hates the fact that I auto overclock my PC sometimes. But it's easy and it works, and I've got a stable 5 gigahertz on the i7 8700K running on this. Maybe I could get 5.1, maybe 5.2 if I messed about with voltages and temperatures and things. I don't have the time. It performs absolutely fine, and so I do hold my hands up to auto overclocking and also being a bit of a fan of a pre-built PC sometimes. But But at the same time, even if you do go for a pre-built, shop-bought PC, that doesn't mean you can't upgrade it yourself. You can't add in a second graphics card or harvest some of the components from your old system and put it in here. So it's not like a laptop where you buy it and that's it. You can still buy a pre-built PC like this and then upgrade it and customize it however you like. So let me know what you make of all this. Do you like what I'm using? Do you think it's terrible? Have I made a massive error? Should I stop YouTube and delete my channel because I use auto overclocking? Do let me know in the comments below. A big thanks to PC Specialist for providing me with this PC, and I've left a link in the description below if you want to go and check out this PC and some of their other great builds. I've got loads more PC hardware videos coming up soon, so make sure you subscribe and also click that notification bell so you don't miss any of them. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chat.